Hey everyone, this is going to be a reading about your inner child. I just felt called to do a reading a few minutes ago, and as I was gathering my decks and the amethyst and other stones and just like sitting here meditating, shuffling cards, I felt like the message was going to be about your inner child, about healing your inner child, childhood wounds, pain associated with that. It may be, I don't know if this is going to be like a message from your inner child or if it's, about your inner child, something to do with your inner child. Okay, so we'll see how it comes out. Also, take it as it resonates with you. I will say, as I was shuffling the Oracle of the Fairies deck, the first card that flipped over as I was shuffling was Inner Child, which is a clear confirmation that that's what the reading will be about. I've not pulled any other cards. I mean, I put that one back. I haven't pulled any cards yet, so I'm going to do this right now. I'll list the decks in the description as always if you're interested in, finding out about which decks I'm using. I'm going to do a 9-card, the Lenormand spread with the Light Seers Tarot, some Oracle of the Fairies cards, and I'm going to use the Tarot of the Divine to clarify whatever needs clarifying. That's what I think I'm going to do, so we'll see what happens. This is a timeless reading. I am recording it on December 24th, 2023. So if you're watching it around that time soon, where I am, it is winter. It is Christmas Eve. We've just had the solstice. We're in a Mercury retrograde until New Year's Day. It feels, I've heard others say this, but it feels to me as well like we're in a portal. If portal doesn't signify, doesn't conjure meaning or images for you, I've also described it as a birth canal. We are being reborn, individually and collectively, I believe. The world is being reborn. And you could tie that to, okay, entering the age of Aquarius, Pluto moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius, the US Pluto return. There are a lot of astrological signifiers that we could look to for meaning, to help us understand. But what I'm feeling is that, we're moving into something new. We have been. We're moving into something new. We're raising our vibrations individually and collectively. The vibration is raising. And a big part of doing that is healing our inner child. What does that mean? Thinking about you when you were younger, when you were little. Anything, any pain that you went through, neglect, abuse, that kind of thing. It's not easy. But when people talk about healing the inner child, we're talking about remembering, revisiting what it was like to be you then, to paraphrase Joan Didion. What was it like to be me? What was it like to be you then? And how did it feel to be you? Okay, so holding that inner child, yourself, now with time and experience and age, I think the healing really comes from being able to hold that version of you, that inner child you, that childhood version of yourself, and loving them, loving you, yourself. Okay, how can you show love to little you. And I think when we do that, that's how we heal not only our inner child, we heal, ourselves, because it's us. This is how we heal ourselves and raise our vibration. We pull ourselves out of the quagmire of a painful past. I saw earlier this year a post. It said something like, your future self is watching you right now through your memories. Which I love that. I take such comfort in that. It's like, okay, me in the future, who is still there and okay, is looking back at me right now. And then I apply it backwards as well. I right now can look back at me from a year ago, or little me, inner child me at 7. And I've been having these moments lately where I look back at me at in a certain moment, actually, not just age, but particular moments that were, for whatever reason, it's often painful, whatever reason stood out. The memory was sort of scratched into my remembering. And I can see myself in these moments. And then, through my memory, I sort of go into the younger version me, feeling the comfort of my older, grown, future self watching me. I don't know if this is making sense. For some of you, it is. If we understand also that time isn't real or linear, or it's not how we perceive it, and inner child you, little you is still there. That is you, just as much as this is you, just as much as 20 years from now will be you. We're still here. You have the capability of reaching back and giving yourself comfort. And I think through that, I feel that through that, you're healing that pain, raising your vibration, and you're making change. You're uplifting yourself now. So these are some things I've just been thinking about here at the end of this year, right now, spending some time by myself in sort of hermit mode. I drew that card for myself earlier. So let's see what message comes out regarding your inner child. This is collective message, timeless. Whenever you watch this, there's something in it for you right now, okay? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Maybe for somebody else. Okay. King of Pentacles. So it's a 9-card spread, 3 rows of 3. I'll explain a little more after I get the cards out, I think. Okay. King of Pentacles, followed by the 10 of Wands. That's a lot. Let's see. I'll get some cards. Okay, I heard take them, so. Two more. Cute. Lots of major arcana, as usual. Let's see. One more card. And then we'll see. I do consider myself part of the collective, so when I say it's a collective reading, it is for me as well. For anyone who feels drawn to it, anyone who's watching this. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. Sort of an underlying painful situation, heartbreak. Under that, the King of Cups, though. So, okay. I always like to look at the bottom of the deck for just more message or further. Yeah. Three of Swords, pain. King of Cups. It's just like this higher knowing through your heart space to your soul. It's like you're going through something painful right now, but you know it's going to be okay. It still sucks, but it's going to be okay. And you know from experience or just intuition or about that, you know, it's going to be okay. Nine of Pentacles under that. Pre-Empress energy, sorry. Earth energy, Capricorn. Some abundance. Page of Pentacles. Start of something new. The Emperor. Ace of Swords. The Magician. Okay. The Moon. That's just the bottom. Let's look at the spread here. I'm actually going to turn the camera so you can see these cards, I think. Because maybe visually they will give you something. So, okay, I'm just gonna move the camera. So, all right, if you want to pause and look at the cards, there they are. All right, I'm gonna flip it back around. Okay, so I can see the cards. Okay, so the top row, I have the King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Page of Cups. The middle row, the Death, Rebirth card. In the Light Seers Tarot, it's called Death and Rebirth, because those go together. There's no beginning without an ending. There's no ending without a beginning. And it even has the infinity symbol, you know, one feeding into the other. It's like the Ouroboros, or the snake eating its own tail. So Death, Rebirth, the Hermit, Six of Pentacles. Bottom row, we have the High Priestess, the Tower, the Five of Swords. So in this spread, the middle row is the reality you're facing. The top row is consciousness, what you perceive, in other words. And remember, what we perceive is not always, it's usually not objective reality, right? Because it's subjective through our mind, through the lens of our own experiences. Bottom row is our subconscious, baggage, things we've gone through that it would influence as well, our view. I'm hearing also like our expectations for situations. Okay, so the top and bottom are very much skewed by our experiences and our perceptions and experience in that order, where the middle row is more objective reality. Okay, the first card out was the King of Pentacles, but in this spread, and that's always, they say that's always the strongest card. In this spread, the central card, the middle card, is described as the strongest, most significant card for you. So for the collective, we have the Hermit card as the central card, meaning that is your energy right now. You are, and that's what I was saying earlier. I drew that card for myself earlier today. Just in kind of a season, a period of hermit mode, as we're in this portal of change, you know, and we're leaving the old behind, we're coming to something new, and we're in between. It very much feels in between, almost like an eclipse portal, except we've already had the eclipses. Okay. The hermit goes to the top of the mountain carrying a lantern in the traditional deck. Just seeking solitude to look within. And I suspect a lot of you are doing that as well right now. Okay, so top row, consciousness. How are you seeing things right now? King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Page of Cups. So recent past, King of Pentacles, feeling a stability, sure of yourself. In the present, Ten of Wands, like you've been carrying a heavy burden. But a 10 is an ending, so you're getting ready to lay your burden down. And the immediate future, the Page of Cups. Something new coming in, and with cups, it has to do with emotions, with feelings. This could be a love offer, or it could just be something that makes you feel, something makes you feel fulfilled, something that fills your cup, something that, I'm hearing my cup runneth over. So this could be something new coming in, a person or situation, take it how it resonates, that comes in that sort of fills you up with joy, satisfaction. And again, this is sort of your expectations. This is what you're seeing. So recent past, you were doing pretty okay, comfortable, and now you're in this, you've been on this path, it's like heavy burden, but you're coming to the end of it, and in the immediate future, you see something new that's going to give you satisfaction and joy and fulfillment. Let's go to the bottom row. So this sort of subconscious baggage undercurrent. And I'm seeing the High Priestess, we pulled the High Priestess, the Tower, the Five of Swords. High Priestess in the past. This is creating your own reality. Bringing your desires, your wishes into the material. Manifesting. It's one of my favorite cards, the High Priestess. I love the colors on this deck as well. Crescent moon. Okay. So recent past, manifesting. Current situation, the Tower. Well, it makes sense. We're in a portal of change. The Tower's not a bad card. I love the Tower because it means things are changing, and changing for the better, for the healthier, for the more beneficial. It's a sloughing off, a cleaning out. Everything that's not serving you or like meant for you or in your highest good is being let go, is falling to the ground and being let go of. So, I just got a message, so that kind of confirms what I'm saying here. I think it's going to. Letting go of the past, and whatever remains after the tower's fallen, that's your solid foundation, and you're going to build for the future on that. Immediate future, in the bottom row, we have the Five of Swords. So he looks like he has a headache. He's frustrated with this card. But I like the Five of Swords. For me, the Five of Swords just means cutting people and situations out of your life. So it's a reiteration. So you have the Tower, and then immediate future. You have cut, you are cutting people and situations out of your life. Things that no longer serve you, gone. Why? So you can make room for the new things, right? Cut out the things that aren't good for you, the people that aren't good for you, and make room for what is. Let this Page of Cups in. Whatever that wish is. In the center row, okay. Death and rebirth. So recent past, you've already gone through a transformation. You in this collective may be someone who has gone through multiple transformations. So death and rebirth is transformation. So this could be reinventing yourself, changing things about yourself, about your life, about your situation, about your relationships, who you relate to. It's definitely the opposite of stagnating, okay? So this is the reality, recent past. So you've made a lot of changes and now you're in hermit mode. As we've discussed, you're in hermit mode. You're sitting at the top of the mountain reflecting. And this card, this is an adult, but they almost look childlike. They're very small sitting up there on the top of the mountain. So, you know, I'm getting the inner child again. The traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's an old man. It's usually an old man holding a lantern. But this is a young person, which confirms that inner child message. So, and then the immediate future, Six of Pentacles, abundance, having enough to share, give and take. Six of Pentacles, it's both having enough to share with others and help others out, but it's also being able to ask for help. And I think that's really, I keep getting that that's really important right now, to be able to ask for help when we need it. That is something I've struggled with always. And you know, if you're like me and you struggled with like self-worth in the past, speaking of inner child, if you were taught that you are less than worthy, you probably struggle with this, with asking for help. You probably are willing to do anything for anybody to help others, but when it comes to asking for help for yourself, that's probably the difficult thing to do. I feel this for me too. This is an important lesson right now, always, but this is an important lesson, collective. We can't do everything alone, especially in this shifting, moving into this new world, this age of Aquarius, whatever you want, however you want to think of it. We're going to need each other. We need community, and we're going to have to ask for help. It's not just asking, it's being willing to receive the help. Sit with that for a moment. Try to understand what I'm saying. So asking is one thing, but letting someone do something for you, it can be really challenging. Your mind may well tell you a lot of things, that you know, that you don't deserve help or that no one would want to help you. It's not true. Okay. Looking back at the bottom of the deck, we had this pain, but and sort of an inner knowing that we're going to be okay. The Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, so abundance, new opportunities coming in. maybe help coming in, I think. And in that middle row reality, so yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, things are going to be okay, things are going to balance out, and help is available to you. Let's cut with the Five of Swords and bring in the Page of Cups. Allow these opportunities that can heal you and benefit you to come in, and release those that are, release the pain of the past, release what is no longer serving you, release what is harmful to you. Some of you may still, some of us may still be in something that just is causing us harm or pain. It's hard to let go of people or situations that we're attached to, and attached to meaning we depend on them, or they're our family, we've known them forever or whatever, but you have to decide for yourself. But sometimes we have to let go.